Hello, and welcome to Chair Yoga. My name is Bonnie, and today we're going to return to the chair. So most of our work will be done in the chair today. Have a chair that doesn't have any arms on it so we can move side to side. And we'll begin with our breath. So sit tall in your chair. I'm a little bit away from the back of the chair, and I'm drawing up through the belly. Just gently, not too hard, draw the shoulders down your back and have your ears over your shoulder, looking straight ahead, glancing down, or closing your eyes. Breathe. Find that rhythm of your breath in and out. Notice in your body what moves as you breathe. And now take your mind's eye down into the belly area where the diaphragm is located. And let's breathe a little deeper now, down into that diaphragm. Expanding the belly a little bit, maybe the bottom ribs. And then as you exhale, gently let that belly come back in. And let's make that breath even. So the inhale is the same length as the exhale. And find that as you focus on your breath, a few more breaths here, you become present to your yoga practice. You let go of any plans or thoughts, any noises around you, any activity in the house. Just let it go. Let it be, but you be here in this moment and in this practice. If your eyes are closed, gently open them. Take your hands down by your side. Let's circle those wrists. And then let's circle them in the opposite direction. And then bend the elbows and touch your shoulders, straighten the arms. Touch your shoulders, straighten. And sitting tall, keeping that good posture, rest your hands on your thighs. And on your next inhale, feel as if you're making the spine a little longer. Hold that, turn your head to one side, bring it back to center, keeping the jaw even with the floor, and back to center. Let's tilt to the one side, stretching sideways into the neck now. And then turn your head and look down at your elbow, getting into the back of the neck. And then lift the head gently and bring it back to center. Let's do that on the other side. Tilt to one side and then rotate and look down at that elbow. Continue your nice breath and then rotate the head back up and bring it back up. And then turn in one direction, back to center. Turn in the other direction and back to center. Take the hands back down by your side. This is mountain in the chair. We inhale the hands forward and up, taking that nice deep breath here. Making the arms as high as is comfortable for you. And then wiggling the fingers as you lower the arms back down. Let's do that 2 more times. And then we'll come to the feet. So I'm coming to the middle of the chair and we lift one foot and we circle the big toe around as if we're drawing the letter O, warming up through the ankle here, and then circle it in the other direction. And then place that foot down, sit a little taller and lift that knee up towards the chest and lower it back down. Lift and lower. One more time. And we'll do that on the other side. Adjust your seat if you've gotten out of alignment and lift and circle. And circle in the other direction. And then we'll lift and lower 3 times, pulling that knee towards the chest, lowering the foot down. Nice, very nice. So we're going to take that right leg and we're going to step it out, opening up in the inner thigh here, step it back in again. One more time on the right. And then we'll take it over to the other side, step out, step back in. Still sitting tall, still breathing, nice and even. And now let's heel toe, turn the heels out, turn the toes out, turn the heels out, turn the toes out. Excuse me, until you're in a nice wide-legged seated position. This is our goddess position, right? Sometimes called horse pose. Let's bring the arms up into goal pose so that the elbows are in line with the shoulders, and we spread those fingers, and then we'll make a fist, bring the elbows into the side body, and then release it back into goal post. One more time. And then we'll take the hands up into a diamond shape above our head and bring it back to goal post. Lift up, touch fingertips over your head, and bring it back down. Try to keep the fingers and the hands up above the head, and then down. Hold here, and let's squeeze those elbows towards center. Maybe they come just a little, maybe they come all the way in and touch. That's up to you. Opening up through the back here. Feel that stretch. On your next inhale, open them back up. Again, draw the belly in, feet flat on the floor. Bring those arms together in front of you. Palm to palm, elbow to elbow. Keep breathing. And then we open them up. One more time. Squeeze them in, hold for a breath, and then open them up. And then we'll lower those hands down. We'll heel toe those feet back into center. Sitting tall, let's step one foot out to the side. Take our forearm to that leg. And that starts our body doing a lateral flexion or a lean over to that side. You can take the other hand and place it on your back, and you're going to draw that shoulder back a little bit so that you can lean a little deeper. Hold here and take a breath. And on your next exhale, release this back arm. Bring it forward, fingertips towards the front. You might stay here, take another breath, or you might bring the hand up, straight up over your shoulder, and then bring it back down and release it. And now I'm going to take the hand out to the side, and it's going to reach in one direction as I lean my body in the opposite direction. Supporting ourselves on that thigh. Breathe in, breathe out. And then turn that palm up of that extended arm and sweep it up as far as it'll go. You can put a little bend in the elbow, that's okay. Maybe it comes right over your shoulder, maybe over your head, maybe beyond your head a little bit. If it comes beyond your head a little bit, you'll feel a deeper stretch now coming up into the upper ribs. Stay here and take a breath. Exhale, releasing it straight up. Take another breath, reach a little higher, and then exhale it all the way down. Step that foot back in, lift the heels, lower, lift and lower. Beautiful work. Let's do that again on the other side. We step the leg out, we place the forearm for support. You can also have the hand there. This, placing the forearm, allows us to start our side flexion. We start to stretch a little on the opposite side. Take the other arm, place it on your back, palm out, and then draw that shoulder back. Keep the head slightly lifted. Don't let the head get too heavy here. And breathe. Just drawing that shoulder back, opening up through the upper chest area. Exhale and release that. Now bring the hand forward a little bit and draw it back. Take it out to the side. Reach out. At the same time you're reaching out, you're leaning away from it, getting a nice stretch there, up the back of that arm, into the shoulders, across the shoulders, down into the ribs. Everything's working. Beautiful work. And then turn the palm up And maybe it starts to rise up a little bit. We put a slight bend in that elbow at first. Maybe it comes up over the shoulder, maybe it comes closer to the ear, or maybe it reaches beyond and we start to straighten the arm. Palm is still down, and we hold here for a few breaths. Again, drawing the shoulder back a little, keeping the head slightly engaged so we're not dropping the weight of that head towards the leg that we're leaning into. On an inhale, come on back up, releasing that arm down and releasing all that effort. Step that other foot back in. Sit in your mountain pose and take a few breaths. And let's roll those shoulders back and down. Maybe you feel that work already in the side body, shoulders, arms. Let's roll them forward. Get those elbows out there. Lots of movement here in our practice today. And then come to rest in mountain. Check in with your breath. Still sitting tall, still drawing the belly slightly in. And then we'll turn to one side. So I'm going left first, left leg steps out. I'm going to send my other legs back behind me so that I get a stretch in the front of the thigh. Keep your gaze facing to the left. Make sure your knee is right over your ankle. The chair holds the weight of the left thigh. And we stay and we breathe here. This is our lunge pose, and so we could bring the hands out in front of us for lunge, or we can take them behind the ears and up, up, up to the sky. And as we lift those arms up, we feel a stretch in the belly. Hold and breathe for a moment. And then to deepen this stretch, we could bring the palms together, press the palms, and then point the fingers back, maybe even bend the elbows a little bit. Feel that deepen the stretch in the front of the body. And then exhale and release the arms right out in front of you. Separate the hands. And we can place our left hand on the left thigh, make a fist with the right hand, draw that elbow close to the ribs, and twist. Turning the upper body to the left, looking over that left shoulder. Continue the even breath here. And on your next inhale, release that and reach forward again. This time we're going to lean forward, so support yourself on that left thigh. And then we'll pull that elbow in again, turning, 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 sitting straighter up. And then reach, lean into it a little, make that fist, and bring it in. Stay here for a moment. Bring that bottom knee in a little bit, and let's circle that hand up and over. Notice any sensations in your shoulders. If you feel a pinch or a pull that's painful, don't do it. Stop the pose and do something better, something more that serves your body, and we'll bring that hand back and down. So now we're going to step both feet to the left and sit all the way into the left chair. And we'll do a few cat-cows. So what's that? We pull the belly in, we round the shoulders, round the back, tucking the chin, maybe looking at our belly button, and then inhale and lift, shoulders over hips. Let's do that 2 more times. Round and lift. One more, round it forward, tuck that chin. Moving slowly, come on up and pause for a moment. And we'll take a deeper twist now by taking one hand to one side of the chair, the other hand to the other side. And then before we twist, we're going to lift those ribs away from the hips. Keep your gaze forward and just move the shoulders, twisting in the core of the body here towards the back of the chair. Once you're there, you can move your head and look behind you. Notice the energy moving up through the spine, lifting energy from the core all the way up into the base of the head. On your next exhale, release the head to the side first. Take an inhale, so a little taller, and then exhale and release the hands and tiptoe all the way around to the front. Open up those legs, sit bones into the chair, well supported here. We're going to lean forward, take our body to the left, and circle all the way around. Feel the shift of weight in your hips here in the chair. One more time. And then come all the way up. Heel toe those feet in, and we'll turn to the other side. Facing to the right now, I extend that left leg back so that I get that stretch in that front thigh. Stay here. Feel the stretch, breathe into that stretch. And then we'll take our left hand and we'll reach it forward, we'll make a fist, and we'll bring that elbow close to the ribs and twist the upper body, look over our shoulder. And then release it. Now this time lean out over that front leg, well supported with the knee over the ankle, pull it back, twist. Again. One more time. Stay here, bend that right knee and circle up and over. One more time. Nice big circles. And then carefully holding onto the chair, scoot into the chair, bring both feet over to the right and sit tall. Cat-cow, pulling the belly in, tucking the chin. Lift and breathe in as you lift. Exhale as you round, tucking the chin. One more. And then sit tall. And once again, we're going to hold on to opposite sides of the chair. Keep our gaze off to the right. Turn the chest, turn the shoulders, turn the waist towards the back of that chair. Not forcing it. My hands are just gently holding on to the chair for support. Once you're as far twisted as your body will go, then you turn your head. Maybe that twists you a little deeper, maybe not. Doesn't matter. What does matter is the nice long spine, breathing from the tailbone all the way to the base of the skull, and releasing back down that same energy channel, in and out. That nice, deep, even breath. On your next exhale, slowly move the head to the right. Inhale, sit a little taller. Exhale, release the twist and tiptoe around to the front. And this time we're going to lean forward and go to the right and all the way around. Nice work here today. So we're going to get a little deeper into our inner thigh stretch. So there's two ways to do it. So sitting tall, we can take our right foot and cross it in front of our left and then just open the thighs and feel the stretch. And if you hook your ankles a little bit, maybe you can have that sensation of pulling them apart ever so gently, but you feel a little tension. And again, no pain, just a little work here going on. And then exhale and release them close together. Now you can stay with that and do it 3 more times, or you can join me as I bring my right foot to the left thigh. I draw my left foot underneath the knee so it's supported, and let the knee of the right leg fall out to the side. So you can see I'm in sort of like a figure 4 here. And then I just rest my hands here, and again, lifting that spine, pulling the belly in, feeling that length in the body. Breathing in and breathing out, deep, even, and smooth. Finding our great posture in the upper body and stretching through the inner thigh on the right leg. And you might even feel this in the outer thigh too. It's all good as long as there's no pain. On your next exhale, release all your effort. Carefully remove that foot down. And we'll do it on the other side. So again, position one, or work one if you want to call it that, is just crossing that left foot in front of the right now and pulling the knees apart. Actually hooking the feet a little bit so that you can pull without the feet coming apart, and then release it back to center. So it looks like that. And do that 3 or 4 more times as we also move on to our figure 4 if you're ready for that. So here, this time, left foot comes to the top of the right thigh. Resting the foot, so the foot's supported. I get my other foot on the floor underneath to support it even more. Let the knee fall out to the side. And then just notice, where do you feel that stretch? My arms are just resting here, no pulling, no pushing. And we sit tall. And we breathe up that spine again as we open up through the inner thigh, stretching through the outer thigh now on the left leg. Beautiful work. Feel the stretch. And it's good to put the muscles under some tension, because when we release it, fresh blood flow comes in. Fresh prana, the energy in yoga. Exhale, release your effort here. Carefully take that foot off if it's up and bring it down. Heel toe the feet apart. Let's have hands just above the knees supporting us. You might sit back a little bit more in the chair for support in the thighs. And we're going to take that right shoulder and bring it center, and the whole body moves with it as we turn and look at our left toes. Hold here, breathing in and breathing out, reaching through the crown of the head, making as much space in the vertebra as possible. And it isn't much, but the little that we can do is very beneficial. On your next inhale, lift that shoulder back and up, and let's take the other shoulder down, bringing it center, lowering the chest towards the thigh. Take a look at your right toes. Continue the breath, continue the length in the spine. On your next inhale, lifting that left shoulder up, sit up nice and tall, heel toe in. Scooting forward a little bit and then scooting back. Using the hips here to rock side to side as you come forward. Maybe you get the arms involved. And just back. And let's do that a couple more times. It's as if we're like cleaning the chair seat, dusting it off. And then come back halfway, and let's extend that right leg out. Toes are up. And if you want, you can turn out the other leg, coming to the side of the foot. And as you press those right toes to the floor, draw it back towards that foot that's on its pinky side. And stay here in a tree pose in the chair. So the left knee is out, the right knee is forward, and we can bring the arms up alongside the ears in tree pose. Holding the belly in, wrapping the ribs slightly forward, but drawing the shoulder blades down towards your hips. Feel that effort in the core to hold you steady here. Stay for a couple more breaths, maybe reach a little taller, but don't let the whole back come up. The back is pulling down, just the arms are reaching up, and the chin stays neutral. And then exhale, bring the hands together, draw them down in front of your heart. Release that left foot. Maybe walk this out a little bit. And then we'll do it on the other side. So we stretch. Now the left foot forward, toes are up. Come on to the pinky side of the right foot and turn the knee out. Sitting tall. And you can hold on to the chair if that's something that makes you feel more steady in the chair, and that's okay. You can hold your hands on your thighs. And then we're going to draw that left foot in to meet the foot that's on the pinky side, that right foot. Still keeping the right knee out to the side, we take our arms up. Tree pose in the chair. Shoulders draw down away from the ears, dropping towards our back hips. Belly comes in for support. And we breathe. Just staying here nice and steady. On your next exhale, draw the hands together all the way down. Take a nice inhale here. And as the hands come in front of the heart, we release that right foot back and scoot back a little bit into the chair, placing our hands on our lap. Lift that right foot and point and flex. Moving through the range of motion of your ankle now, and then lower it down, and the other foot comes up, and we point and flex. Pulling the toes in towards the shin, pointing them away. And then we place it down. Take a nice big inhale here. Rain the fingers out and down. And then roll the shoulders forward. One more. And then we'll lift those hands again. Lift. And rain the fingers down on the exhale. And now let's roll the shoulders back and down. And then we'll do that one more time. Let's lift the fingers up overhead, wiggle them and bring them down at your side. Rest your hands on your thighs. Take a few breaths. Draw the belly in, sit tall. Hands in front of your heart, bow to your body for its fabulous work today. I hope you enjoyed this chair practice, moving through all of our joints today and finding our range of motion and stretching through our muscle fibers and strengthening the body by holding our poses. It's all good. Enjoying the benefits of yoga. Namaste. Join me again for chair yoga at Yoga by Bonnie.